Stop scrolling on your phone and start slicing zucchini because you're about to make the cheesiest, most comforting lasagna of your life. The zucchini lasagna is so incredibly flavorful, so easy to assemble, and it's going to be your new weeknight favorite. Let's make some comfort food. We will need 7 zucchinis, 1 tomato, 1 onion, 2 cloves of garlic, and about 100 grams of minced beef, which we'll get to later on. Let's get started with the zucchini. We will be using 7 fresh zucchinis. If yours are big, you can use less, but mine are small. First, trim off the ends and top, then cut each zucchini into 3 slices, just like what I'm doing. Not too thick, not too thin, just the perfect balance so they hold their shape when layered. If you happen to have smaller pieces, you can just cut them in half. Now heat about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in a pan. Once the oil is hot and shimmering, gently lay your zucchini slices in. We're not deep frying here, just giving them a quick saute to soften them slightly and release some of that excess water the zucchinis hold. This step is key to preventing a watery lasagna. They do hold a lot of water, so do not skip this step. It is important. Let them cook until one side gets a light golden color, about 3 to 5 minutes. Then flip and cook on the other side as well. They should look slightly caramelized and tender. When you're done, transfer them to a casserole dish, which we'll be using later on, lined with some paper sheet to absorb any extra oil. Just like that, we are done with the base of our lasagna. Now let's move on to prepare the rest of the ingredients, the filling. You can do it while working on the zucchini, but I just wanted the steps to be as clear as possible for you. Take 1 onion and dice it into small, even pieces. Try and get them as small as possible. This is going to be our filling with the meat, and it's going to be delicious. I'll just transfer the onion to a bowl and start working on my tomato. I like to cut around the top of the tomato, so I keep the waste to a minimum. Now cut it into tiny cubes so it blends beautifully into the mixture. Our filling is so simple, it is just the onion, tomato, garlic, and some spices, and of course our meat. And that is it, but don't let the simplicity fool you. This is going to be delicious. Finally, mince 2 garlic cloves until they are fine and fragrant. I don't know if you have ever tried zucchini lasagna, but if you did not, you really should make it. And let me know in the comments below how it turns out for you. Now for the magic, the meat filling. In a clean pan, add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Once it is hot, add your ground beef. You'll see it is sizzling. As it cooks, break it down with a spatula into small crumbled pieces so the texture stays light. If you want, you can use more than 100 grams, but I'm good with 100 grams only. You will notice it starts to change color and release its natural juices. Push the meat to one side, then add your onions to the empty space. Let them soften and develop a light golden color before mixing everything together. Once it softens, mix them together, then comes the garlic. Now it's time to season. Add a pinch of dried thyme or oregano, cardamom, cinnamon, salt, and black pepper, and lastly a teeny tiny bit of nutmeg. A little goes a long way, but it transforms the flavor. Now I'll just give it a quick mix to make sure that all the spices are blended with the mixture. If you are enjoying this recipe so far, do give it a thumbs up. Finally, add your diced tomato and let it cook until just tender. We don't want to overcook it or we don't want it to disappear. We just want it to be tender. And this is exactly why I added it last. At this point, the filling is deeply fragrant and full of flavor. This is good on its own and we can just have it as is, but of course we want to make our lasagna. And just like that, our filling is ready. We will leave it aside and start preparing our bechamel sauce. Homemade bechamel sauce is way tastier and it is really easy to make. In a saucepan, add 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil and 2 tablespoons of butter at room temperature. Once the butter melts, sprinkle in 2 tablespoons of flour gradually while whisking. I'm adding it in batches and this is important because we don't want any lumps. Keep whisking until the mixture turns into smooth paste. This will give you a creamy, nice texture. This bechamel will be light and delicious. Now slowly pour in 1 cup of room temperature milk while also whisking. Watch the sauce as it transforms into a silky, creamy texture. We will season with salt, pepper, a pinch of cinnamon, and again just a touch of nutmeg. And lastly, add half a cup of cooking cream. And this is not original, but cooking cream actually makes the bechamel richer and more luxurious. Whisk until it's velvety and glossy, and that is it. Our bechamel sauce is ready, our base is ready, the filling's ready. It is time to layer and build our lasagna. In your casserole dish, lay down the first layer of zucchini. On top of that, spread a generous layer of the savory meat filling. This is delicious. Just look at the colors. The brown meat, golden onions, and tender tomatoes peeking through. Now add another layer of zucchini. Then pour over your creamy bechamel you just made, spreading it to cover every corner. For the final touch, sprinkle a cheesy blend on top. Half a cup of Parmesan for its sharp, nutty flavor and half a cup of mozzarella for that irresistible, stretchy melt. Cover all your lasagna, don't forget any spot. Cover the casserole with aluminum foil and bake it in a preheated oven at 360 for about 35 minutes or until it is cooked through. When it's done, remove the foil and switch on the broiler for about 5 minutes to achieve that gorgeous golden brown crust. The cheese should be bubbling, slightly crisp on the edge, and giving off that mouth-watering, toasty aroma. And there it is, your zucchini lasagna. Let it cool a little bit before slicing. I'll be honest, I could not resist digging in right away. But if you let it sit, you will get those perfect clean layers. This dish is everything. Cheesy, melty, flavorful, and perfect for a weeknight dinner, family gathering, or anytime you want something hearty yet wholesome. If you enjoyed this recipe, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment to support me, and subscribe so I can keep bringing you delicious recipe ideas. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.